ladies and gentlemen. North Field for the NJCAA Division II District D Championship between the number 2 seed Johnson County Lady Cavaliers with a 32-5 record under 6th-year head coach Aubrey Bratton, and your number 3 seed Highland Lady Scotties, Highland with a 35-11 record. Highland downing Murray State in the first contest at 10 o'clock by the count of 5-4 and come from behind fashion. The winner of this contest, should it be Johnson County, will advance to Clinton, Mississippi to the national tournament. Highland has to defeat the Lady Cavaliers twice this afternoon to make the trip down to Mississippi. These two teams hooked up yesterday in a 5-2 contest, with Johnson County scoring 5 runs on 8 hits, committing 3 errors. Highland with 2 runs on 4 hits, committing 8 fielding errors and 3 throwing errors in the contest to help Johnson County to the victory. We'll figure out who is the home team. Highland still in the third base dugout. Johnson County in the first base dugout. We'll see how the corn flip went. In just a moment, we're getting ready to play some softball. Over on the south field, it was Cowley downing Labette in an unknown score at this time. They will take on Hutchinson for the District E Championship to advance to the national tournament in Clinton, Mississippi. This battle here, a battle between the two defending district champions. Highland won District E a year ago. Johnson came away with the District D crown, both teams going to the national tournament. Highland, a 6-time District E champion. The Lady Cavaliers back-to-back District D title winners here on this half of the bracket. Hummer Park in Topeka, Kansas, the temperature this afternoon is 77 degrees. Feels like 77 with beautiful skies. No clouds, the wind blowing out of the southeast at 13 miles an hour, blowing out to left. The ballpark dimensions here are 225 to dead center, 210 down the line with 8-foot fences. I want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to Alan Clark and Paige Crawford, who I had my first video chat with just a little bit ago. Paige and Alan over in the Czech Republic. Also want to give a shout out to Amanda Tiara over in Boonville, Missouri, watching us this afternoon. So we hope that excited some folks around the nation. Also, feel free to let me know who you are and where you are watching our broadcast this afternoon over on the chat side. Doesn't matter if you're one of them or one of us, it's always the same. We'll be more than happy to give you a hello over the Scotties Sports Network. This will be my final announcing of Scotty Athletics over the Scotties Sports Network. I was able to develop this many years ago. I want to thank Greg Delzite, Tom Smith, Pam Ninemeyer, and Jared Pickrell for those who helped me get this started. We started off with just audio broadcast, and then we moved into video. We do the best we can with the limited funds that we've had over the years, and we've hoped that you enjoyed us throughout the years we've been able to do this. Scotties Sports Network will be back next year. Tyler Nordman, Allison Cole, the new athletic director and assistant here at Highland, will take over that, as my body will no longer allow me to put in the time that it takes for me to collect all of the statistics and game stats to bring you the broadcast the way I like to do it. The penalty now is more than what the reward is for my body. So, but I will be back at Scotty Park, as we will be doing the play-by-play there. It's going to be the public address down there, and making Scotty Park one of the best complexes for women's softball in the state of Kansas. So Johnson County appears to be the home team, as Highlands has got a bunch of bats in their hands. Again, this is the '68th meeting between these two programs, dating back to 1980. Johnson leads the series 52-15 after yesterday's 5-2 victory. They have won the last 5 meetings in a row. Johnson County again coming in when they have won 9 of their last 10 ball games, including a 10-game winning streak. They earned their way to the tournament by downing Coffeyville in run rule fashion. They beat Allen yesterday by the count of 4-1, then down Highland 5-2. Lady Scotties earned their way into the tournament by downing Fort Scott in 3 games at Scotty Park. 13-0 in 5, 4-5, and then 11-3 in 6. Highland down Murray State yesterday morning 8-1. Lost to Johnson 5-2, and then down Murray State in the game before this one in comeback fashion 5-4. Inside the circle for the Lady Cavaliers is number 17, Megan Dieter. Dieter, the Jayhawk Conference most valuable player. She's the number 1 pitcher in the region with a 1.33 ERA, the 5'8" freshman out of Silver Lake, Kansas, making her 25th appearance inside the circle, her 22nd start of the year. She's got 20 complete games, 9 shutouts. She's got a 21-2 record. She was a perfect 2-0 yesterday. She got given up 25 earned runs on 63 hits and 134 2/3 inning of work. 39 strikeouts, 225 Ks on the year. Ranks her number 1. 39 walks, should I say, and 225 strikeouts. Ranks her 3rd in the nation. She struck out a grand total of 19 batters yesterday in 2 ball games. She struck out 13 against Allen and 6 against Highland. Leading us off will be Kinsey Garvin, the 5'5" sophomore out of Lawrence, batting .437 in the leadoff spot. Johnson County, the home team. Highland leading it off the top of the first. First pitch taken low and away for ball 1. Again, I have the all-conference list posted on the conference website at kjccc.org. Go to softball, click on postseason award for that. That's strike low at the knees for strike 1. The all-region list will be posted tomorrow once I receive them from the Region 6 Director, Carl Heinrich. 1-1 to the leadoff batter, Kinsey Garvin. Garvin came into the day with 61 runs on 70 hits in 159 at-bats, 6 doubles, 2 triples, 16 RBIs on the day. Two balls, foul ball left-hand side. We'll even the count at 2-2. Kinsey picked up her 3rd triple of the year against Murray State. She also was on base all 4 times on 2 errors, an infield single and the triple. Popped her up left-hand side. Coming over and making the catch at third base for Johnson County is Taylor Kirk for the out number 1. That'll bring up Maddie Moore, the center fielder. That'll bring up Maddie Moore, the freshman out of Corsicana, Texas, batting .405. Maddie was 1 for 3 yesterday against Johnson County. With an infield single. Pitch upstairs. Maddie was 1 for 3 in the first contest this afternoon against Murray State. 1 ball, 1 strike to count against Maddie Moore. That pitch a strike on the inside corner. And now the advantage to Megan Dieter. Dieter again, the number one pitcher in the region with almost 12 strikeouts per 7 innings of play. Again, she struck out 13 Lady Red Devils of Allen Community College yesterday. Struck out 6 Highland players in the 2 games she pitched. She picked up both of those victories, her 20th and 21st of the year. Those were also her 19th and 20th complete game victories of the season. Again, she was named the JR Conference Division II Most Valuable Player the other night at the coaches meeting. That pitch low and away. Can now go 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on, top of the first for Highland. Maddie Moore, the center fielder at the plate, facing Megan Dieter. Line drive to the left. That's going to drop in there for a base hit. Highland with a base runner on with 1 down. And that'll bring up Sydney Anderson, the first baseman. Sydney, a 5'8" freshman out of Gardner, Kansas, batting .420. Sydney was 1 for 3 yesterday with a ground out, a single, and a fly out against Dieter. Call for time at the plate. Sydney was 0 for 3 in the contest against Murray State this morning with a strikeout swinging. That is Sydney's 15th K of the year. And the first pitch is in there for a ball. Maddie Moore at first base, the leading base stealer on the team for Lady Scotties, 29 out of 30. Ranks her number 7th in the region this year. Anderson with a slugging percentage of .771, which is number 3 in the region. Down there for a strike. Sydney also with an excellent eye. 24 walks coming into the tournament, or coming into the day's action. Ranks her number 2 overall in the region. 21 extra base hits for Anderson. That pitch in there for no, caught the out and didn't miss the inside, says hopefully umpire. 2-1. You have to figure out where the sweet spot on this gentleman is. Every umpire has one. You just have to find out where it is and use that area of the plate to your advantage when you need to pitch. 2-1 from Dieter. Foul ball, right hand side down to play. Count will now even out at 2-2 on the number 3 batter in the Highland lineup, Sydney Anderson. Hard hit ball out to left. That is going to be foul ball just left of the foul pole, as that one cleared the fence and then some, and that went way up on the bank to the retaining fence. And that is the longest ball that Anderson has hit in quite a while. Of course, Sydney with a grand slam homer at Scotty Park the other day that cleared the driveway, which is a serious poke in Highland. Pitch upstairs. So Megan Dieter got away with a mistake, and the count now goes 3-2 on Sydney Anderson. The wind blowing in now from right field, blowing toward the left field foul pole. Here's the payoff pitch. The line drive to left. That is a fair ball down the line. That'll be a double. Here comes Maddie Moore. She's going to be waved in. The throw will come into the cutoff girl. And Highland on the board 1-0 with the stand-up double by Sydney Anderson. Sydney with her 8th double of the year drives in her 55th RBI of the season. And that'll bring up Aubrey Hernandez to the plate, batting in the cleanup spot. Aubrey, the freshman out of Overland Park, batting .408. Runner on second, Sydney Anderson. Anderson with good speed on the base pass, 80 out of 20. Stolen bags on the air for Sydney. Pitch in there for a strike. Anderson flirted with a two-run homer, but got the double down the line instead. Johnson County expecting Hernandez to pull. That pitch upstairs as she chased the rise ball. Count now 0-2, and Hernandez down in the hole. Sydney again lead the team in homers with 15. ranks her 10th in the nation, number 1 in the region. 64 RBIs coming into the day's action. Ranks her number 1 also in the Region 6. That pitch to strike 3, got her looking on the outside corner. 1 down, 2 out, top of the first. First strikeout for Dieter, her 226th of the year. And that'll bring up Kayla Ross. Kayla, the second baseman, batting .365 in the number 5 spot. Strikeout for Hernandez was her 9th of the year. Unofficially, let me double check. Game number 1. It is her 10th of the season, as she had a strikeout against Murray State. So Ross down in the count 0-2 to Dieter. Megan, again, a freshman of Silver Lake, Kansas, the Jayhawk Conference most valuable player. That one low and away. There goes the runner to third. She's in there safely. Sydney Anderson steals third on a gutsy move by Associates head coach Scott Jordan at third base. As Garrett in her eye behind the plate for Johnson County is number 5, Madison Wagner. Aubrey Bratton will come out and okay. Johnson County Sports Medicine coming out with some eye drops to help out. So Kayla Ross at the play with a 1-2 count. Runner on third now is Sydney Anderson, who doubled to left and then picked up her 19th stolen base of the year in 21 tries. 1 run across for the Lady Scotties on the double to left by Anderson, driving in Maddie Moore. Then we're at 2 outs here at the top of the first. Kayla twisted her ankle against Murray State, but she seemed to be doing okay here in the batter's box. Ross again is out of Tomball, Texas, a sophomore. Starting second baseman, leads the team in doubles with 15. Popped her up. That ball will come back and be out of play. Kayla also leads the team in strikeouts with 18. She's walked 12 times this year. Metcalf, she's now walked 13 times this season. Ball outside. Ball at the letter, did not catch the corner, said the gentleman in the Navy shirt. And the count evens at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner on third for Highland. 1 run across in the top of the first. District D Ladies Championship, Division II softball winner. If Highland should win it, we'll play again. If Johnson comes back and wins, Johnson will go to Clinton, Mississippi next week. 3-2. Anderson will hold at third as he's not being pushed around with 2 outs. Payoff pitch from Dieter. Foul ball back to the net. Kayla got under that one just a hair. Again, Megan Dieter, the best there is in Division II softball. Here on the circle for Johnson County. Lifted side, ball 4. First walk given up by Dieter. Kayla's 12th free pass of the year unofficially. Dieter's 40th walk of the season, given up. Now batting Kiara Ross. Kiara, the twin sister of Kayla. She will be the designated player this afternoon here in this contest. 5'7" sophomore out of Tomball, Texas, batting .059 at the plate. Kiara had been hit 7 times this year. She was plunked back in the game against Murray State. Kiara was 0 for 1 with a strikeout yesterday against Dieter. Check swing foul. Did not mean to chase the ball up in the zone. But she's down in the count now 0-2. So Highland with runners at the corners after double to the left. A stolen base and a 2-out walk. Anderson at third. Kayla Ross at first. Kayla 4 out of 5 in stolen bases, but I do not anticipate her going with that twisted ankle. That pitch upstairs. 1-2 now. Highland being patient at the plate here, making Dieter throw some pitches. Got 3, got her on the inside corner. Second strikeout of the contest for Megan Dieter, her 227th of the year to my count. Highland leaves 2 on. They get 1 on the board, though. We go to the bottom half of the first. It's Highland 1, Johnson County 0. Back in the second, you're watching Division II softball from Hummer Park. Inside the circle for the Lady Scotties here in this contest will be Jalissa Ortega. Jalissa picked up her 12th victory of the year yesterday. She came in relief. Actually, she picked up her 12th victory today as she got the win against Murray State. She was the pitcher inside the circle when Highland regained the lead in the bottom of the 6th. Lady Scotties came from behind and down the Lady Aggies 5-4. Ortega, number 3 in the region with an ERA of 2.38. This is her 30th appearance, make that her 32nd appearance inside the circle. Her 18th start of the year. She's given up 38 earned runs on 110 hits in 118 and 1/3 inning of work. I have her with 108 or 111 strikeouts. Let me double check and see what she did against Murray State. She struck out 5 in it, so we'll give her another 5 on her total for 116 Ks on the year. She's going to face the top of the lineup for Johnson County. Hicks. Two errors. 30 runs on 38 hits and 112 at-bats. 7 doubles, 3 triples. 15 RBIs, 51 total bases with a slugging percentage of .472. These stats are as up-to-date as I can make them from yesterday. I went back and found the live stats for all 4 ball games in the tournament. Time called by Hicks at the plate. Hicks with 10 walks, 13 strikeouts on the year. She's been hit twice. She's 14 for 14 in stolen bases once she reaches the bags. Strike on the outside corner. Evens the count at 1-1. One pitch from Ortega. Line drive out to right. That will get to the gap. That's going to go to the almost to the wall. Sam Hill runs it down, pulling into second base with leadoff double is Tamara Hicks. So the no-hitters, as Hicks leads it off with a double to center. That is her 8th double of the year. And that'll bring up Bailey Nelson, the center fielder. Nelson, a 6-inch sophomore out of Ottawa, Kansas. batting .417 in the number 2 hole. Bailey in her 35th game of the season takes the pitch upstairs for ball 1. 102 at-bats for Nelson, 34 runs on 40 hits, 7 doubles, 2 triples, 14 RBIs on the season, 14 walks, 10 strikeouts. She's been hit once. Time called at the plate. Nelson with an on-base percentage of 48%, a slugging percentage of .531. Hicks at second base, 14 for 14 in stolen bases. As the pitch in from Julissa Ortega is there for a strike, even the count at 1-1. Lady Cavaliers give the number 2 seed overall in the tournament, 32-5, after sweeping 2 victories yesterday over Allen and Highland. Foul ball left-hand side. Hidalgo giving chase, but she cannot make the play as the ball hits up high on the outfield or the side fence. Again, the fences here at Humber Park are 8 feet tall. The outfield is 225 to dead center, 215 down the line. Popped her up. Moran will go back in shallow left, make the catch for the out. Now there's one down. That'll bring up Sammy Bates. Bates, your designated player, a 5'4" freshman out of Olathe. Number 1 in the region with a batting average of .519 coming into the tournament. 110 at-bats. She leads the team in runs, hits, triples, slugging percentage, and walks. She's also got the best on-base percentage of 59%. Pitch in there for a strike. Bates yesterday was 2 for 3 with a walk, a single, a triple, and a fly out against 3 Highland pitchers. That one misses the plate. The count goes to 1-1. Bates with a slugging percentage of .750. 7 triples on the year, ranks her number 3 in the region. 39 runs and 58 hits and 2 at-bats. Make that 110 at-bats. Pitch upstairs. Tamara Hicks at second base making an aggressive move as if she wants to go to third on the play. Here's a 3-1 count to Sammy Bates. Strike on the outside corner at the knees. Nice location by Julissa Ortega. Aubrey Hernandez behind the plate for Lady Scotties, playing both games for Highland at catcher today. Fly ball left side. Hidalgo giving chase in foul territory, but again, a lot of foul territory here at Humber Park. Almost 40 to 45 feet of foul territory from home plate down well beyond third base. Most foul balls would be out of any other ballpark. 3-2. Outside, ball 4. First walk given up by Julissa Ortega. And that is the 22nd walk got retrieved by Sammy Bates, which ranks her number I want to look into that. Ortega at the plate with a 2-2 count. Leading off the top of the second. Highland leading it 1-0 over Johnson County. Fly ball. Center fielder will curl under it and make the catch for the out. And there's one down. And that'll bring up Sam Hill. Sam, the right fielder. 5'6" sophomore out of Ray, Missouri, batting .296. And there, my sound's back. Thank you, TJ. Sam facing Megan Dieter, pitch down low for ball one. Sam, against Murray State, was 0 for 3. As against Johnson, she was 0 for 2 with a strikeout and reaching on an error. One ball, one strike to count to the number 8 batter in the Highland lineup, Sam Hill. Pitch down low, 2-1. Again, if Highland can win this contest, they will play again at 2 o'clock. If Johnson wins, the tournament's over. The Lady Cavaliers go to the Mississippi for the 3rd straight year in a row as champions of District D. Couldn't pull a trigger, took it for a strike down the heart of the plate. Count now goes 2-2. Again, Sam Hill, batting .296, the number 8 spot. Her first at bat here against Megan Dieter of Johnson County. Swung through that one. Strikeout number 3 for Megan Dieter. Dieter now with 228 Ks on the year, which leads the region. That is Hill's 17th strikeout of the year. Sam Moran, the shortstop, now at the plate, batting in number 9 spot. Sam, the freshman out of St. Joseph, Missouri, batting .392. Sam takes the first pitch down the heart of the plate for a strike. Sam was 2 for 3 in the game against Murray State with a double and a single. Sends a fly ball left-hand side. That'll be out of play in foul territory. Sam went 0 for 2 yesterday against Dieter with a strikeout, a bunt single. We're getting 2 strikeouts and a bunt single. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Sam Moran. Ball misses outside on a breaking ball. Had a lot of speed behind it though. 1-2. Ortega flied out to center. Sam Hill struck out swinging. And Megan Dieter with the advantage at 1-2. Outside, upstairs, 2-2. Again, Highland disciplined at the plate here against Johnson County early in the game. Taking their time, making Dieter's throw. Dieter's again with 2 complete game victories yesterday has now got a 21-2 record overall. Ball inside, now the count goes full at 3-2. Dieter's working the ground around the pitching rubber. She does not want a 2-out walk here. – 3-2 pitch to Sam Moran. Foul ball back. Megan Dieter, again, a 5'8" freshman out of Silver Lake, Kansas. She was the JL Conference Most Valuable Player elected by the coaches Friday night. The all-region selections will come out tomorrow once I get them from the Region 6 Director, Carl Heinrich. Pitch foul back. Moran still alive at the plate. The all-conference lists are already posted on the conference website at kjccc.org. Go to softball and click on postseason awards at the top of the page. 3-2 to the batter. Line drive, left center. That's going to get to the gap and go to the wall. Sam Moran turned on that pitch in her wheelhouse, and she'll go in with a stand-up double. The second hit by Sam Moran off of Megan Dieter in the tournament. That is the third hit of the ball game for the Lady Scotties. Moran now with 12 two-baggers on the year. That'll bring up the top of the lineup in Kinsey Garvin. Correction, Moran now with 13 doubles on the year. Kinsey Garvin flied out to third last time up to lead off the ball game. Garvin, a first-team all-conference selection for the last 2 years. She was also first-team all-region to my understanding. Highland placing 6 players on the all-conference list. I believe Johnson had 6 or 7 out of their starting 9. Pitch misses outside. Dieter's not getting the outside corner from this gentleman. Again, his sweet spot is going to be on the inside corner. You have to adjust your pitching and your hitting to the umpire. Every umpire is different. You just got to find out where he's at. That one at the knees for a strike. 2-1. Make that 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner on second for Highland here in the top of the second. Highland leading Johnson County 1-0. Johnson down Highland in Overland Park earlier this year, 2-0, 2-1. That one misses outside. Then they downed Highland yesterday, 5-2. But Highland helped them out with 11 errors, 8 fielding, and 3 throwing. Not to say that Johnson didn't earn the victory, but they did have help. 3-2. The runner second will hold. Line drive, but out to left, will curve foul to be well out of the play. Three balls, 2 strikes. Kinsey Garvin at the plate. Ground ball. That'll be go through the shortstop's legs. Sam Moran will have to hold at third. That'll go down as an E6. So the first error committed by the Lady Cavaliers puts runners on first and second with 2 down. And we're going to have a conversation inside the circle as the Johnson infield is going to talk a few things over. As Maddie Moore will come to the plate. Maddie with Highland's first single in the contest, scoring Highland's first run. She singled to left back in the first. Her 57th hit of the year. Scoring her 52nd run of the season. Unofficially. So Maddie Moore steps in, freshman out of Corsicana, Texas, batting .405. Pitch misses outside. I'll let everybody know what the final statistics are for Highland. Once the season is completed, I'll post some of that on Facebook and on Twitter at Russ Karn, R-U-S-S-K-A-R-N. Swing and a miss on a fast rise ball that came in. Started climbing right about the belt. 1-1 to count. Be sure to check out the JL Conference website for tournament information, stats, scores, and everything else you want to know about Lady Scotties and KJCCC softball. Half pitch to their first strike. 1 ball and 2 strike count to Maddie Moore, the Highland center fielder. Scott Jordan down at third base. Looks in at home plate. Here comes the runners at first and second with 2 outs. That one misses outside. Now the Johnson County people are getting on the home plate umpire. It's easy to call balls and strikes from 30 feet away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Fly ball left field. That's going to be over the left fielder's head. That ball is against the fence. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Heading for third is Maddie Moore with a stand-up triple. So on a 2-2 pitch, Maddie Moore picks up the 4th hit off of Megan Dieter for Highland. And the Lady Scotties have scored 3 runs on 2 outs, or 2 runs on 2 outs, after 2 outs. And Sydney Anderson, who doubled to left last time up, returns to the plate. Highland with 1 run in the first, 2 runs in the second. Have now taken a 3-0 lead over the Lady Cavaliers of Johnson County, the number 2 seed in the tournament. Foul ball back by Anderson. Sydney picking up her 9th double of the year back in the second inning, or back in the first inning. Maddie Moore's 3rd triple of the year, making her 2 for 2 in the contest. Maddie standing at third base after driving in a pair with 2 outs here in the top of 2. 1-2 to the batter, Sydney Anderson. Hard hit ball, but a little high. That's going to be well fouled out of play. Maddie knocked that one up in the light towers. Excuse me, Sydney knocked that up in the light towers. Anderson, a unanimous choice, first team All-JL Conference, as a freshman from Gardner, Kansas, batting .420. 1-2 to Sydney. Foul ball right-hand side now to play. Still early in the contest, top of the second, 3-0 Highland. Hard hit ball deep left. That would have been gone, but it's well foul. Highland has not gone yard in the tournament. Here's a 1-2 again. Pitch upstairs, 2-2. Highland again, a number 3 seed, 35-11 on the year. Averaging just under 9 runs a game. Popped her up. That ball will come back and be out of play. Sydney Anderson not going quietly into the night. She is battling here against Megan Dieter. Dieter again yesterday pitched both contests. A 4-1 victory over Allen and a 5-2 victory over, 5-4 victory over Highland. Allen a 5-2 victory over Highland with 2 complete ball games and wins. But Highland's starting to get her here in the top of the second. Pitch upstairs, and now the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner on third for the Lady Scotties. And a payoff pitch coming to Sydney Anderson. Aubrey Hernandez in the on-deck circle. Should Anderson extend the inning? Three-two. Struck her out on a high rise ball. Nice pitch that time by Megan Dieter. Down go to Lady Scotties. Highland leads 1 on, but they get 2 on the big green scoreboard in right. We go to the bottom of 2. 3-0, Lady Scotties. It's Dieter. All right, my mistake then. It would have helped me if someone would have told me yesterday. And I apologize to Megan Dieter. Her name is pronounced Dieter, not Dieter. My apologies. Got the Dieter from up around Seneca, Kansas. There are some Dieters up there, and I missed that. So my apologize to Megan and her family, but we'll get it right from now on. Any way you pronounce her game, she's as good as there is in Jayhawk Conference softball this year. Lonnie Groves due up next, followed by Shea Tolbert and Madison Wegner. Facing Jalissa Ortega. Groves batting in the number 6 spot. Ortega giving up no runs through 1 inning of work on 1 hit, 1 walk, and no strikeouts. She faced 2 batters above the minimum in the first. First pitch to Lonnie Groves is the ball. Groves, a 5'3" and sophomore out of Blue Springs, Missouri, batting .393. 16 doubles on the year for Groves. And 119 at-bats, 24 runs on 45 hits. 3 homers, 31 RBIs on the year. She's got a .616 batting average. Or slugging percentage, should I say. 6 walks, 8 strikeouts. Been hit by a pitch once this year. 19 extra base hits, and that ball hit long, deep, and foul. Players starting to turn on the pitches right now, as they're getting some good hits off of the pitchers. Groves, sophomore out of Blue Springs, Missouri. Sends that one through the left-hand side as the ball got past Hidalgo at third. Johnson County with their second leadoff batter on in 2 innings. And their second hit on the board. And that'll bring up number 14, Shea Tolbert. Tolbert, a 5'7" freshman out of Lee Summit, Missouri, batting .342 in a number 7 hole. Put down a bunt. Hidalgo will handle it over to first base, not in time. That'll go down as an infield single and a beautiful bunt by Shea Tolbert. Tolbert brought it out, let it die about 8 feet out. The only one that could handle it was the third baseman, Hidalgo, and she had enough speed to get there well before the ball got there. So back-to-back hits by the Lady Cavaliers with nobody down here in the bottom of 2. And Madison Wegner, I believe her name is pronounced. The catcher will be at the plate. 5'5" freshman out of Silver Lake, Kansas, batting .298. 100 at-bats and 36 games played for Madison. 22 runs on 30 hits, 6 doubles, a triple, a homer, and 24 RBIs. 11 walks, 7 strikeouts, and 2 hit by pitches. Bunt through the bunt. Johnson playing a little small ball. Trying to move the runners over. Runners on first and second. Nobody down here in the bottom of 2. Johnson wanting to get a explosive inning going here. Groves at second on the leadoff single to left. Tolbert had an infield single. Stands at first. Wagner at the plate, the catcher. With Callie Still, coming up next to number 9 hole. Aubrey Bratton handing out signals from the third base coach's box. 1-1. Pulled the bunt back, took it down low for a ball. Bunt down, the catcher will have to handle it, throw to first base with Kayla Ross, second baseman, covering. Sacrifice works in order, and runners go to second and third. Highland wanted batter interference, but did not get the call. Hallie Still now at the plate, batting number 9 spot. Still a 5'3" sophomore out of Mobile, Iowa, batting .241. You gotta love the parents at the JUCO level, folks. You really, really do. Runners on second and third, 1 out for Johnson County here in the bottom of 2. Pitch upstairs. Count goes to 1-1. Hallie Still has been at the plate 60 times this year, 12 runs on 15 hits, 2 doubles, 14 RBIs, 14 total bases. Slugging percentage of .259, 7 walks, 4 strikeouts. She's yet to be hit by a pitch. Puts down a bunt. Hidalgo will throw over to first base. Overthrows first base. The 1-run score, 2-run score on the plate. And Johnson County is down by 1 at 3-2. That ball took off and rose on Kayla Ross, but that'll go down as an error to Hidalgo at third, as she had the ball cleanly and just let it sail over the top of Kayla Ross. And now at first base for Johnson County stands Hallie Still. Tamara Hicks now will be at the plate. She led off the bottom of the first with a double to center. As that pitch misses the zone for ball. And here comes Heidi Jordan out to talk to her infield. Johnson County with 2 runs on the board on a single to the left, an infield single, a sacrifice, and an error by the third baseman. Highland's first error of the contest. Again, yesterday, Lady Scotties committed 8 fielding errors and 3 throwing errors in the 5-2 loss to the Lady Cavaliers. So Heidi right now is just going to calm them down. Don't try to make too much too soon. Highland giving up, Ortega just giving up 3 hits through an inning and a third. So while I got a break, I'll take a drink of water, and I'll be right back. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. So one ball, no strike count to Tamara Hicks of Johnson County, again, who led off the ball game in the bottom of the first with a double to left, her 8th double of the year. And we will not get credit for the 2 RBIs. They One RBI came in. She'll get credit for one RBI. The second RBI will not go to her. That ball was, that run scored on an error. Popped her up left-hand side. Hidalgo giving chase. Hernandez with another head-first dive. Aubrey has put her body on the line today so far through 2 ball games. That is the 3rd time she dove for a ball that almost got to it. Aubrey was a designated player yesterday as Maddie Miller caught both games. Maddie has not played in the game today. 1 ball, 2 strike count to the batter. Foul ball back and out of play. Popped her up. Taylor Ross will call for it on the infield, make the catch. Now there is 2 down. That'll bring up Bailey Nelson. Nelson flied out to short last time up. Back in the first. Fouled the first offering back from Jalissa Ortega. Ortega giving up 2 runs on 3 hits. 1 walk, no strikeout. She's yet to hit a batter. Highland with 1 error in the inning, the leading factor to the scoring by Johnson County. Fly ball left field. Giving chase out there is Maddie Moore. Maddie runs under for the out. And that'll retire the side. Johnson leaves 1 on the base path. They get 2 on the board in the bottom of 2. We go to the top of 3. Lady Scotties 3. Lady Cavaliers 2. You're watching this Scotties Sports Network. Over in District E, the championship game, Callie leads Hutchinson 2-1 in the top of the 5th. Callie downed Labette, but I do not have a final score from that contest earlier today. Here it's Highland 3 and Johnson County 2 in the top of the 3rd. Again, I want to thank all of you that are watching, 47 of you right now, tuned into the Sky Sports Network to this District D championship game. TJ Holland up above, bringing you the scoreboard and video action. Russ Karn down here at ground level, bringing you the play-by-play. Temperature now has reached 81 degrees here in Topeka. The wind out of the southeast, blowing out to left at 12 miles an hour. Leading off for Highland will be Aubrey Hernandez, the catcher. Aubrey struck out looking back in the 1st inning. First strikeout victim of Megan Dieter. Now, again, I apologize to Megan and her family for having that name wrong yesterday in here, earlier in the contest. I just got told of the difference. Some people say it does not matter, but it matters to me, and I do apologize. First pitch to Hernandez. Down low for ball 1. Aubrey with her 11th strikeout of the season back in the 1st inning. Again, I'll have the official stats after the season is over on Facebook and on Twitter. They'll also be available on ScottyAthletics.com and on the Jayhawk Conference website at kjccc.org. 2 balls, no strike to leadoff batter, Robert Hernandez. Foul ball, right-hand side. Again, I want to give another shout-out to Amanda Tiara, watching us from Boonville, Missouri. Alan Clark, Paige Crawford over in the Czech Republic. Had a nice little chat with them on video chat before the game started. That pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Tammy Davis Engel is watching us along with Misty Dagonia, Paulie Hungerford, Billy and Helen Moore from Levelland, Texas, watching us this afternoon. Fly ball goes into foul territory down the first base line, just over the outstretched glove of the first baseman. Again, if you'd like to, let me know who you are, where you are. We're happy to give you a shout out this afternoon during our ball game. Fly ball left field. That will turn well foul and get out of play again. Again, the wind not blowing the ball out of the ballpark, but the batters are getting good wood on the ball and they're cranking them out to left. Paige Crawford now comes on the chat side, says, "We love you guys, go Scotties." Line drive up the middle, knocked down by the shortstop over to first, and yes, they got her, they say. And an outstanding play by the shortstop, Lonnie Groves, as she went to her knees to stop the ball, came up throwing and throws out Hernandez for the first out of the inning. Kayla Ross will now step in. Again, an outstanding play by Groves at shortstop for Johnson County. Groves a first-team all-conference selection this year, and with a play like that, you can see why. Fly ball left field going back. The left catcher makes the catch for the out by Kayla Ross. And that'll bring up Tierra. Tierra struck out looking to end the Highland first, picking up her 12th strikeout of the season unofficially. Megan Dieter again giving up 3 runs on 4 hits so far. Striking out 4, walking 1 through 2 2/3 innings of work, as she's trying to shut Highland down for the first time in order in the ballgame. 1-0 to Sierra Ross. Couldn't pull the trigger, took her for a strike. Dieter with good speed on her pitches. Again, the #1 pitcher in the region with an ERA of 1.33, the freshman out of Silver Lake. Made the all-conference list and as the most valuable player in the conference, and I can almost guarantee you she's the first-team all-region player also. Jenny Hoyt of Cali was the coach of the year. Sammy Bates of Johnson County was the freshman of the year in the conference. And again, they have the all-conference list posted on the conference website at kjccc.org. Click on softball, then postseason awards. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Nobody on for Highland here in the top of the third. Strike 3, got her looking, and that'll end your inning. 5th strikeout of the contest for Dieter. Her 230th of the year unofficially. We go to the bottom half of the inning. It's Highland 3, Johnson County 2. Back in just a second. You're watching the Scotties Sports Network. Due up for the Cavaliers, Bates, Kirk, and Nemechek. Facing Jalissa Ortega, working her third inning of work. So far, she's given up 2 runs on to strike out a batter in the contest. And she's going to face the 3, 4, and 5 batters in the Lady Cavalier lineup. So Johnson County at 32-5, the number 2 overall seed in the Region 6 this year. Defending District D champion trails by 1 at 3-2 here in the bottom of the third. And Sammy Bates will lead us off. Bates walked in the first inning, picking up her 22nd free pass of the year on balls, which ranks her number 4 in the region. The first offering from Jalissa Ortega is taken upstairs for a ball. That pitch misses the zone. The count now goes to 2-0. Ortega again with 116 strikeouts on the year. Ranks her 5th. Also ranks her 9th in Highland history in single season strikeouts. She came into the year tournament number 3 in the region, averaging 7.02 strikeouts per 7 innings of play. Change up, ball 4. Cavaliers have their leadoff batter on for the 3rd straight inning. The 2nd walk of the contest by Ortega. 2nd straight free pass by Sammy Bates. Now to bring up Taylor Kirk. Kirk flied out to Kayla Ross at 2nd last time up, back in the 1st. Sammy Bates now with 23 walks on the year. There goes Bates, high throw. Nice stop by Moran to keep it in the infield. Sammy Bates, not again the best base stealer on Johnson County's team. 16 out of 17 on the year now. So Johnson being aggressive on the base pass, down by 1. And a count of 1 ball and no strike. Kirk batting in the cleanup spot this afternoon, up a spot from yesterday, as she and Nemechek have switched positions. Foul ball back on a big swing by Taylor Kirk. Kirk out of Rossville, Kansas, a 5'11" sophomore. Batting .342. Kirk was named first team all-conference at third base this year. But popped in the air. That's going to go foul. And Taylor down in the count, 1-2. Taylor Kirk with a couple practice swings out of the batter's box. Now ready to play some ball. Steps back in at 1-2. Did not go through on it. Took her for a ball. Courtney Nemechek in the on-deck circle. Hard hit ball deep left. That baby's gone. A home run by Taylor Kirk. A 2-run home run gives Johnson County back the lead at 4-3. And that is the 4th hit of the ball game for Johnson County. That is Kirk's team leading 13th round tripper of the year, which ranks her number 3 in the region. Now Nemechek will come to the plate. Courtney, a freshman out of Olathe, Kansas, betting 413. Reached into a fielder's choice, 6-4 to end the first for Johnson. Lady Cavaliers with 2 in the second, 2 in the third. They've taken a 4-3 lead over Highland. We've got 1 in the first and 2 in the second. The 2 runs in the bottom of the second were not earned for Johnson County, but Taylor Kirk earned all of those 2 she just put on the board. And we've got a bunch of ferrets out there under a tent, and the tent's been hit twice today so far. So they're parked in the right spot. Because them balls have hit that tent dead center that have left the ball game, or left the park. Fly ball right. Sam Hill will retreat back a couple steps, come in and make the catch for the out. Now there's 1 down. Jalissa Ortega has now given up 13 home runs, which leads the team. Lonnie Groves, who led off the second with a single to left, will now step in. The single to left was Groves' 46th hit of the year. And she came around to score the first Johnson County run in the second. Hard hit ball left, that'll curve foul and be out of play. Groves' run score was her 25th of the season. Lonnie with a 6.16 slugging percentage. Has 69 total bases, 31 RBIs coming into the day. 3 home runs. She's number 3 in the region in doubles with 16. Jesse Delgado watching us from Key West, Florida. Proud brother of Jalissa Ortega. Art Ortega is also watching from Great Bend, Kansas. Well, hello to everybody out there in Great Bend. Two balls and 1 strike to count. To Groves. She pops that one up. That's going to be uncatchable and out of play. Yesterday, Groves went 0 for 4 with a fielder's choice to fly out, a ground out. Sends that one foul into the Highland bullpen down the third base line. We'll throw in a couple new softballs. We're running short on those. Lonnie Groves at the plate, 5'3" inch sophomore out of Blue Springs, Missouri, batting .393 in the number 6 spot, the shortstop. She had a dazzling play defensively in the top half of the inning to help the Lady Cavaliers holding Highland to a goose egg in the third. 3-2 to Groves, excuse me. Shea Tolbert due up next. Fly ball left field. Garvin will retreat back, make the catch for the out. Now there's 2 down. Now to bring up number 14, Shea Tolbert. Tolbert had an infield single back in the second and came around to score Johnson's second run of the ball game. Her infield single was her 29th hit of the year. Her run scored was her 23rd of the season. Fouls that offering back and out of play. Ortega has given up 4 runs on 4 hits, 2 walks, has not struck out or hit a batter yet in the contest. The big shot was a 2-run homer by Taylor Kirk earlier in the inning on a 2-2 pitch. Ortega again now leading the team in home runs given up with 13. That pitch in there for a strike, and now the count ahead at 1-2 to Ortega. Madison Wagner in the on-deck circle, the catcher. Should Colbert extend the inning? That ball fouled out of play. Neither Anderson nor Hernandez could get to it. Here comes the 1-2. Off of the fifth, into foul territory, over the dugout, and out of play. So Tolbert's just back in the batter's box at 1-2 with 2 out and nobody on. Line drive out to center. Maddie Moore out there to make the easy catch for the out, and down go the Lady Cavaliers. But Johnson puts 2 on the board on the 2-run homer by Taylor Kirk. Again, her 13th of the season. We go to the top of the 4th. It's 4-3 in favor of Johnson County. Be back in a second. You're watching the Scotties Sports Network. Due up for Highland in the top of 4 will be Jalissa Ortega, Sam Hill, and Sam Moran. The 7, 8, 9 batters in the Highland lineup facing Megan Dieter. And I do apologize to Megan and her family for having that wrong all day yesterday and part of the game today. She'll be back next year, and she'll play in Highland as Johnson County comes to Scotty Park, and I'll make sure I get it right then too. Dieter has given up just 2 runs, make it 3 runs on 4 hits. She has struck out 5 of the Lady Scotties she's seen. She's walked 1, has yet to plunk anybody. The 5 strikeouts now gives her 230 Ks on the year, which is number 1 in the region, number 3 in the nation. Her lone walk is her 40th of the year. And Jalissa Ortega will lead us off. Jalissa will fly out to center to lead off the Highland second. That's the only trip to the plate so far in the game. Jalissa came in the earlier game this morning against Murray State and picked up her victory in relief as Highland came from behind and down the Lady Aggies by the count of 5-4. So pitcher versus pitcher, Ortega versus Dieter. First offering to Ortega is there for a strike. Sam Hill due up next with Sam Moran at the front of the dugout. Couldn't pull a trigger and she's down 0-2. May I have my rag back? I need it over my head. Yep. Down low, and the count goes to 1-2. Again, Megan Dieter, 21-2 is her season record. That pitch misses the zone. The count now goes to 2-2. Dieter with 9 shutouts, 20 complete games coming into the day. Just her 22nd start, her 25th appearance inside the circle for Johnson County. Averaging almost 12 strikeouts a contest. She struck out 13 yesterday against Allen. And there's a strikeout looking. Strikeout number 6. For Megan. 7th strikeout of the season for Julissa Ortega. And that'll bring up Sam Hill. Sam was strikeout victim number 3 back in the 2nd inning. Sam with 17 Ks on the year. Megan Dieter with 6 strikeouts, 4 of them looking. And that ball hit her. So Sam Hill gets plunked for the first time this year. Reaching base. And that is the 11th hit batsman by Dieter this year. Sam Moran will now come to the plate. Sam with a double to left center. Last time up, back in the 2nd. Scored Highland's first run of the contest. The run scored was Moran's 41st of the year. Her double was her 12th of the season. Dieter, 1-0. Couldn't pull a trigger. 1-1. Sam Hill, 1 for 1 in stolen bases at first base. Was the first hit batsman of the contest. One ball, 1 strike to the number 9 batter in the Highland lineup, Sam Moran, the freshman out of St. Joseph, Missouri, batting .392. Hard hit ball to the left as the pitch came in on top of her. Sam hit that one a mile, but foul. Again, we've had 2 balls leave the ballpark this afternoon here at this ballpark. Wind blowing out the left, but both balls that were hit earned it on their own velocity. And both of them hit the tent full of people out and left. They didn't miss it. They didn't barely clip it. They hit it dead center both times. 2-2 now to Sam Moran. Popped her up on the infield. Shortstop calls it, shades her eyes with the hand, makes the catch for the out. Now there's 2 down. That'll bring up the top of the Highland lineup in Kinsey Garvin. Kinsey flied out to third and reached on an error by the shortstop in 2 tries. Kinsey came around and scored Highland's 2nd run. Make that the 3rd run of the contest in the top of 2. As she was driven in by Maddie Moore's triple. Walking through that pitch, taking a first strike. Fly ball to the left. That out there caught by the left fielder on a nice running stab, and that'll end the inning. Highland leads 1 on the base pass. They do not score. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 4-3 in favor of Johnson County. Madison Wagner will lead us off here in the bottom of the 4th. She was 1 for 4 yesterday versus Highland with a fly out, a single. Reached on an error and hit into a line drive. She sacrificed back in the 2nd inning. Now Johnson came up with their first 2 runs of the ball game. Highland with a run in the 1st. 2 in the second. Johnson County with 2 in the second, 2 in the third for the 4-3 lead over Highland. Johnson County, the home team in this contest. Again, if Lady Cavaliers come away with a victory, they go to Mississippi. If Highland comes back for a win, we'll play another ball game. So Madison Wagner, the freshman out of Silver Lake, batting .298, leads us off here in the bottom of the fourth. First offering from Jalissa Ortega, who has worked 3 innings of work, giving up 4 runs on 4 hits, walking 2. You have to strike out about it. That one's hit deep all the way back to the fifth. Caught out there. What a nice play by Kinsey Garvin as she went back to the fence, reached up and stabbed the ball out of the air for the out. And that's why Garvin is the first team all conference selection here at Highland. And that'll bring up Hallie Still. Hallie, the sophomore out of Mobile, Iowa, batting .241 in the number 9 spot. Reached on an error by Hidalgo at third, back in the second inning, which allowed the 2 Johnson County runs to score. Quick check over yonder. Callie still leads Hutchinson 2-1 in the bottom of the 6th. In the District E championship game, pop up right hand, left hand side. Hidalgo loses it in the sun. Audrina with sunglasses could not get it away out of the sun, as there are no clouds in the skies at all today here at Humber Park. Topeka right now with 80-degree temperature, the wind out of the southeast at 12 miles an hour, blowing in from the right field foul pole. Ball down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hallie Still, with 1 out for Johnson County and nobody on here in the bottom of the 4th. Foul ball backing out of play. I really didn't expect anybody in the tournament this year to run off from anyone. The league play, the region play has been extremely close. Again, the 3 games that these 2 teams have played were 2-0, 2-1, and 5-2. And they're locked up right now at 4-3. This has been one of the most competitive years in the JR Conference that I've ever known, and I've been around for well over 30 years. That ball, swinging a miss on it. Strikeout. First strikeout by Jalissa Ortega on a changeup, blowing away. And that is the first K hung up on, or that is the 5th strikeout for Hallie Still on the season. 2 down, nobody on for Johnson County. Tamara Hicks steps in with a double to center and a fly out to second. Pitches in there for a strike. Here comes Scott Jordan out of the Highland dugout. He wants to double check with his infielders. Again, Highland was running the first, 2 in the second. Johnson County with a pair in the second, a pair in the third for a 4-3 lead here. We're batting in the bottom of the 4th with 2 out and nobody on. And a no ball, 1 strike to the batter. Top of the lineup in Tamara Hicks. Hicks' double again back in the 1st was her 7th 2-bagger of the year. Conversation is over. We're back to playing softball. Hicks will step back in the batter's box. The freshman out of New Hope, Minnesota, batting .352 in the leadoff spot. Hard hit ball right field. Sam Hill goes back and making the play. Sam with excellent speed ran that one down for out number 3. The Lady Cavaliers go in order for just the first time in the ball game. We go through, we played 4, we go top of 5, 4-3 Cavaliers. Maddie Moore, Sydney Anderson, Aubrey Hernandez, the 2, 3, and 4 batters in the Highland lineup, due up here in the top of the 5th, facing Megan Dieter. Dieter has allowed 3 runs on 4 hits. She has struck out 6, walked 1, and hit 1. She has not allowed a base hit since the 2nd inning. She retired Highland in order in the 3rd. The only time that she's done that through the ball game. Lady Scotties again, 35-11, the number 3 seed coming into today's action. Johnson County, the number 2 seed of the tournament, taking 2nd place in the conference and region at 32-5 coming into this ball game. Johnson wins, they go to Mississippi. Highland wins, we play another ball game. Highland earned the right to play in this ball game by coming from behind in the bottom of the 6th to defeat Murray State, Oklahoma this morning, 5-4. A quick peek over at the other ballpark. 4-1, Cali leading in the top of the 7th over Hutchinson. If Cali wins, they force another ball game. So Maddie Moore will lead us off 2 for 2 with a single and a triple. This game here involves the 2 defending Region 6 district champions, Highland, the defending Region District E champion from last year. Johnson County, the 2-time District D champion from a year ago. Hard hit ball center. That's over the center fielder's head, and that'll go up against the wall. Here goes Moore. She's hit for second with another stand-up double. So Highland with their 5th hit of the contest, their first hit since the 2nd inning. A leadoff double to left center by Maddie Moore. Moore now with a single, a double, and a triple in the ballgame. The triple is her 3rd, make it her 4th of the year. The double is Maddie's 14th of the season. And Sydney Anderson, who's got a double and a strikeout, swinging at the plate. Take that pitch down the middle. She said yes, it was, but couldn't pull the trigger. Maddie, who batted or hit a double to left, driving in Highland's first run of the contest back in the 1st. Take that pitch on the inside corner at the knees for a strike. Quickly, Highland's first baseman, Sydney Anderson, down in the hole 0-2. Anderson with 24 walks, 14 strikes. We got 15 strikeouts on the season. 0-2 pitch upstairs, 1-2. Maddie Moore, the best base stealer on the team at 29 out of 30. Coming into this ball game. Stands at second. Anderson, ground ball, that gets through. That will score more. Throw comes into second base. We're tied at 4-all. Base hit RBI by Anderson. Highland's 6th hit of the contest. Sydney's 2nd hit of the ball game. And that's going to be all for Megan Dieter. Dieter will lead the ball game after giving up 4 runs on 6 hits, striking out 6, walking 1, and hitting 1. And the new pitcher inside the circle for the Lady Cavaliers. As soon as she turns around, it's number 10, Hallie Still. So Hallie Still is a 5'3" right-handed sophomore out of Mobile, Iowa. ERA of 2.86. This is her 16th appearance inside the circle this year. Her first appearance in the tournament. She's got an 8-2 record. She's given up 33 earned runs on 81 hits and 80 2/3 inning of work. She's walked 44, struck out 70. She's averaging 6.07 strikeouts per 7 innings, which ranks her 5th in the region. She leads the team in hit batsmen with 11. She leads the team in home runs given up with 7. She's also thrown 1 wild pitch in her 16 games inside the circle. She's going to inherit 2 runners on with nobody out. Or 1 runner on with 1 run in and 1 out. Here in the ball game in a 4-4 tie. And Aubrey Hernandez with a strikeout looking and a ground out to short in 2 tries. Aubrey, who came in with some gaudy numbers and power, batting .769 with runners in scoring position, has kind of struggled. But the bunt cannot be caught. They'll go to first base with the throw. Now they got the runner and a caught down and a double play. And Johnson County with 2 outs in the inning now. Ball got popped up in the air. The runner got caught off base. That'll be a ground out, 2-3, and a DP on the play. And that'll bring up Kayla Ross, the second baseman. Sydney Anderson wasn't for sure whether the ball was caught or he hit the ground. So she didn't know whether she had to give back to first or head for second. She got caught in a rundown heading for second base on the play. Those are one of those things that happen during a ball game you just can't coach. So Ross steps in with a walk and a fly to left. And the first pitch in there from Hallie Still is 0-2 now. Excuse me. Still a 5'3" righty out of Mobile, Iowa. ERA of 2.86. Highland with 1 run across in the inning. 2 outs on the big green scoreboard in right. And a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Highland second baseman Kayla Ross, batting number 6 spot. Hard hit ball. That's going to drop in there for a base hit. So Kayla Ross with a 2-out single to center on a 1-2 count. Gets Highland back on the base pass. Highland's 7th hit of the contest. That'll bring up Kiera Ross. Kiera with a pair of strikeouts, both of them looking. Or excuse me, yeah, both of them looking. 1 in the first to end the first. 1 in the third to end the third. Kiera now with 13 strikeouts on the season. Let that one go upstairs. The count now goes to 2-0. Two-0 pitch to Kiera Ross coming from Hallie Still. Fly ball out to right. That's going to drop in there for a base hit. The runner will hold at second. Quick throw to first base, not in time. Kiera had to dive in with her head first to get there. Nice play in right, though, by Johnson County's number 7. And that is Sammy Bates out there where the dandelions grow. Highland now with back-to-back hits, 4 hits in the ball game, or in the inning. Jalissa Ortega now steps in with 2 on and 2 out. Ball down low, gets away from the catcher. Runners will go to second and third on the play. That ball in the dirt. That'll be a wild pitch on Hallie Still, her second wild pitch of the season. According to the stats I pulled off the national and conference website this morning. Still is not pitched in the tournament until this ball game. As Dieter had pitched the first 2 ball games for Johnson and went 4 1/3 innings of work. Or make that 4 innings of work. He did not get an out here in the 5th. Ortega steps in with a 1-0 count. Taking all the way, a strike. Kayla Ross at third. Kiera Ross at second. The pride of Tomball, Texas on the base pass. Couldn't pull the trigger, and the umpire says no, it was not. 2-1. Ortega with a fly out to center to lead off the second. A strikeout looking to lead off the 4th. Fouled it at the plate. The strikeout was Ortega's 8th, make that 7th of the year. Jalissa again the winning pitcher that got Highland to this contest. Downing Murray State this morning, 5-4. And come from behind Faxton in the bottom of the 6th. Let it go by, took it upstairs for a ball. 3-2, the runners will hold with 2 outs as they're not pushed around. Runners at second and third, excuse me. Ortega can make contact here, 3-2. Foul ball, right-hand side. The wind beginning to die a little bit. Final over in the District E. They're going to play a second championship game as Callie has down Hutchinson 4-1. Line drive to left. That'll drive in 1. The ball gets away. Here comes the ball in. That'll score another run. So Highland taking advantage of a defensive error off of the single by Ortega, and they now take a 6-4 lead. Highland with 5 hits in the inning, 3 consecutive hits, all singles. As Ross and Ortega got on base. Now Sam Hill. Maddie Miller now will come in and bat for Sam Hill. Maddie, 5'6" freshman out of Oskaloosa, Kansas. Batting .396. She will bat for Sam. And I imagine will catch for Aubrey Hernandez. Sam Hill was hit by a pitch and struck out swinging in 2 tries in the contest. Maddie caught both ball games yesterday for Lady Scotties. Takes the first offering, low and away for ball 1. Jalissa Ortega with the 2 out, 2 RBI, single to left to give Highland back a 2-run lead. Lady Scotties with 3 runs across here on the board in the top of the 6th. Highland trying to force a game 2 in the District D championship. Fly ball off of the fist. Third baseman will call for it. She'll reach up and make the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the damage has been done. Highland leads 1 on the base pass, but they get 3 on the big green scoreboard and right. We go to the bottom half of the 6th. It's Highland 6, Johnson County 4. Be back in a second. You're watching the Scotties Sports Network. Due up for Johnson County here in the bottom of 5. Excuse me, I had the wrong inning up. Bottom of 5. Nelson, Bates, and Kirk due up. The 2, 3, and 4 batters in their lineup. Facing Jalissa Ortega. Ortega has given up 4 runs on 4 hits. She has walked 2, struck out 1. She's yet to hit a batter in the contest. And she shut Johnson down in order for the first time in the ball game back in the 4th. Can you get that wet again, please? It's not cool. Bailey Nelson at the plate. 0 for 2 in the contest with a fly out to short and a fly out to center in 2 tries. Batting .417 in the number 2 hole this year. 5'6" sophomore out of Ottawa, Kansas. Ever playing center field. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Ground ball, foul ball. Just barely foul. Down the third base line. Johnson County with 7 players making the all-conference list this year. Megan Dieter was a unanimous choice. Foul ball back. Dieter, the most valuable player. Sammy Bates chosen as freshman of the year. Sydney Anderson, a unanimous choice for the Lady Scotties. Swing and a miss on the outside corner. Strikeout by Jalissa Ortega. Nice placement by Ortega. With good speed on that pitch, her second strikeout of the contest. And that'll bring up Sammy Bates. Bates, a pair of walks, 1 in the first, and leading off the third was her second. Her 22nd and 23rd of the year, which leads the team. Also number 4 in the region. Ortega now with 2 strikeouts. With 113 unofficially. That pitch misses outside. Correction, Jalissa's got 118 strikeouts on the year. I did a quick little bit of math from game 1 into this one. Struck out 4 against Murray State this morning in about an inning and a third. She came in and picked up the victory. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on for Johnson County here in the bottom of 5. Highland leading it 6-4. As the Lady Scotties hung a 3-spot ground ball up the middle. Taylor Ross has a strong throw to first, not in time. Infield single by Sammy Bates. Johnson County's 5th hit of the ball game, their first hit since the 3rd inning. Sammy Bates' 59th hit of the year. And Taylor Kirk steps in, a 2-run homer in the 3rd and a fly out to 2nd in the 1st. Pitch missed. Pitch caught the outside corner, says the guy in the Navy t-shirt. 0-1. And that is correct. That's incorrect. TJ, you might want to change the score on the scoreboard on your screen. Highland is leading at 6-4. Johnson is the home team. Taylor Kirk now, 0-2, facing Ortega. Hard hit ball, deep center. The bat goes back. That baby is off the top of the fence. Another home run. A 2-run shot by Taylor Kirk, her second 2-home run of the game. And Johnson County ties the game up at 6-all. Taylor Kirk now with 14 homers on the year. She came in ranked number 3 in the region. And Johnson County has tied us all up at 6-all. So now batting Courtney Nemechek, who's 0 for 1 unofficially. She reached on a fielder's choice back in the 1st to end the 1st, and then flied out to right in the 3rd. Ground ball to Sheck, the shortstop. Over to first base, gets away. And an error by Sam Moran. Second error of the contest for the Lady Scotties. First error of the game by Sam, and Nemechek's on board. Johnson County with no out to make that 1 out in the inning. And we're going to have a conversation inside the circle as Associate Head Coach Scott Jordan goes out to talk to his innies. Heidi Jordan's going to go out and talk to her outies. Again, if Highland wins, we'll play another ball game. If Johnson County wins, they go to Mississippi. And again, the games that these two teams have played in this year were 2-0, 2-1 in Overland Park early back in March. Yesterday was 5-2, and now we're tied up 6-6. As I said, this has been the most competitive region and conference play most ever, as just about every team could beat anybody on any day. 50 of you watching, glad you're tuned in. You're watching the Scotties Sports Network District D championship game between Highland and Johnson County from Humber Park. DJ Holland bringing you the graphics up above. Russ Carr bringing you the play-by-play with the Scotties Sports Network. One to know the count to the batter, Lonnie Groves. That pitch to strike on the outside corner. Groves led off the second with a single to left and flied out to left in the 3rd. The single to left was her 46th of the season. And she came around to score Johnson's first run of the ball game in the 2nd inning. The run score for her was her 25th of the year. And Johnson County has the war drums going. Change up, drifted outside, stayed there. Lonnie, a 5'3" sophomore out of Blue Springs, Missouri, batting .393. Takes that pitch upstairs. Lonnie Groves was 0 for 4 yesterday with 2 fielder's choices, a ground out and a fly out. Line drive to the left. The runner will hold at second base. So Johnson County not done yet here in the bottom of the 5th, as they now have 8 hits in the contest. And Scott Jordan is going to change pitchers. That'll be all for Jalissa Ortega. She's going to leave the circle after giving up 6 runs on 8 hits. Striking out 2, walking 2. And she did not hit a batter in the ball game. And now coming to pitch for Highland, we number 7, Haley Donaldson. Haley was the second pitcher that came in against Murray State this morning. Haley, a 5'8" freshman out of DeKalb, Missouri. ERA of 3.04. This is her 24th appearance inside the circle. She's got an 8-3 record, 37 earned runs on 108 hits in 86 1/3 inning of work, 21 walks, 42 strikeouts for Haley. 3 hit batsmen, 1 wild pitch, and 6 home runs she's given up. And she's going to face Shay Talbert, Madison Wagner, and Hallie Still do up. Johnson with runners at first and second, with 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th in a 6-6 tie. And Talbert, freshman out of Lee Summit, Missouri, batting .342, is 1 for 2 in the game with an infield single in the second. She ended the third with a fly out to center. So Haley Donaldson, the second pitcher to come into the ball game for Highland here against Johnson County. Hallie saw some action yesterday in both ball games. Pitch upstairs. Ball 1. Tolbert scored Johnson County's second run. She scored on the errant throw by her doggo at third. Back in the second inning. On a butt attempt. Count now goes to 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Hallie. Or Haley, excuse me. That one misses the zone, says the gentleman in the Navy shirt. Now we go to 2-1. Foul ball, right side. That's going to drop in foul. Missed the line by about a foot. Shay Tolbert was 2 for 4 yesterday against Highland in game number 2. A single, a fielder's choice, reached on an error and had another single. And she scored a run. So Tolbert at 2-2. Reached out, slapped that one foul. Aubrey Hernandez still behind the plate catching for Highland. Anderson, Ross, Moran, and Hidalgo right to left on your infield. Starting outfield the same for Highland. Strike three, struck her out. Nice job by Donaldson to get her first strikeout of the contest. And that is the third K of the game for Johnson County. First strikeout for Haley. And that'll bring up Madison Wagner. Wagner, a sacrifice and a fly out to left. She led off the fourth with the fly out. Pitched low and away for a ball. Wagner was 1 for 4 yesterday with a fly out, a single, reached on an error and hit into a line drive. Pitch outside, ball 2. Highland with 6 runs on 10 errors. Johnson County 6 runs, 6 hits, 1 error according to the big green scoreboard and right. It's to the number 8 batter in the Johnson County lineup. Freshman out of Silver Lake, Madison Wagner. Ball drops off the table right at the knee, says home plate umpire for a strike. So 2-1 to count. Coming from Haley Donaldson. That one misses outside. 3-1. Johnson County could play a little hit and run here at 3-1. They got Nemechek at second. Lonnie Groves at first. 3-1 pitch. Change up in there for a strike. Now the count goes full. The runners will be off with the pitch. The merry-go-round will start for Johnson County as soon as the ball leaves the pitcher's hand. Three-2 to Wagner. Down low, ball 4, bases are loaded. Second walk of the ball game. First walk given up by Haley Donaldson. The bases are loaded with 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Johnson County with 2 runs across in the inning have tied the ball game up at 6-6. We've got a new batter coming in for Johnson County. Number 25 is Allie Ensign, a 5'6" freshman out of Topeka. Ensign batting .267. This is her 20th ball game at the plate. 60 at bats, 10 runs on 16 hits. 1 double, 5 homers, 16 RBIs for Allie. A slugging percentage of .533, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts, 308 on base average. She's batting for Hallie Still, the pitcher. Still was 0 for 1 in the contest with a strikeout swinging, reaching on an error. Johnson County with 8 players coming to the plate here in the inning. 0-1. Hard hit ball right center. That's going to be caught. No, off the glove of Sam Hill. That will go to the 5th. 1 run scores, 2 run scores, 3 run scores as the bases were loaded. And a bases clearing. Double to center. Ball went off of Hill's glove, but she had to run a long way to get it. And I'll give Ensign the triple or the double. And Johnson County now out to a 3-run lead at 9-6. And we're going to have a pinch runner come in to run, I believe, for Johnson County. So pinch running will be number 10. Haley Still will now come back in to pinch run for her normal spot. And the 9th batter, Tamara Hicks, will be at the plate. Hicks at the top of the lineup, the 9th Lady Cavalier to come to the plate here in the 5th. Johnson County hanging a 5 spot on the board. Down low. The double to right center was Inson's second two-bagger of the year. The 3 RBIs were her 17th, 18th, and 19th of the season. Ground ball up the middle. That can score another run. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is not going to be in time. The runner will go to second on the throw. Johnson County now leads it 10-6. And the Lady Cavaliers now with 10 hits in the ballgame to my count. And Bailey Nelson, who started this off with a strikeout swinging, will be back at the plate. Johnson County with 6 runs in the bottom of the 5th have regained the lead at 10-6. And have their biggest lead of the contest. That pitch misses outside. 1-0. Hernandez is going to go out and talk to Donaldson. Throw that came in from the outfield was just a little behind. The cutoff player was not there, and the ball made it all the way through. Johnson went to second on the play. The single that drove in the run by Tamara Hicks was her making her 40th hit of the year. She had a double, a fly out, and then the single. Foul ball back. Count 1-1. Again, we're in the bottom of the 5th. The Lady Cavaliers 10, Highland 6. Time called by Nelson. Line drive to the left. That's going to drop in there. Here comes the throw to the plate. They're going to get it. No. Run scores back to back. The merry-go-round continues for Johnson County as they continue to go back and forth. Doubled or single to double to single. The runner will go to second base on the throw home. That'll be a single. And the 11th hit on the board for Johnson County. 11-6. Lady Cavaliers up by 5 here in the bottom of the 5th. Hanging 7 on the big green scoreboard and right. And now Sammy Bates, who had an infield single earlier in the inning. Bates' first base hit in the ball game. She had a pair of walks, 1 in the 1st and 1 in the 3rd. Pitch on the inside corner to Belt. Nelson standing at second base, 7 out of 12 in stolen bases. Sammy Bates, the number 1 player in the region with a a batting average of .519. That pitch low and away. Now the count goes to 1-2. Johnson County has scored 4 runs after 2 outs were made. A walk, a double, a single, and a single. That pitch low and away. 2-2. Donaldson delivered the 2-2. Line drive to the left. Caught out there by Kenzie Garvin. That'll retire the side. But the damage has been done. Johnson leaves 1 on, but they hang a 7th spot on the big green scoreboard. We go to the top of the 6th. Lady Cavaliers 6 outs away from Mississippi. Due up for Highland in the top of the sixth. It'll be Sam Moran, Kenzie Garvin, and Maddie Moore, the 9, 1, and 2 batters in the Highland lineup. As Hallie Still in relief of Megan Dieter, who went the first 4 innings of work. She left the circle after 2 runners had gotten on in the 5th. As Highland scored 3 in the top of 5 to take a 6-4 lead. First pitch to Sam Moran is in there for a strike. Sam has doubled to the left, flied out to short in 2 tries. Lady Scotties with 6 runs on 9 hits to my count. They have struck out 6 times in the ball game. They have walked once, and they have been hit once. Pitch low and away. 3-1. Moran batting in number 9 spot. Batting .392, the freshman out of St. Joseph, Missouri. Kenzie Garvin in the on-deck circle. Maddie Moore at the front of the dugout. Hard hit ball to the left. That's going to be catchable and a caught in the foul territory. 1 out. Top of the lineup, Kenzie Garvin. Garvin reached base on an error by the shortstop back in the 2nd. Other than that, she's flied out to 3rd and flied out to left. Garvin walks through that pitch for a strike. 0-1 to Kenzie. Garvin, top of the Highland lineup, batting .437, which leads the team. Kenzie, a 2-time All-JL Conference, 2-time All-Region selection. Sophomore out of Lawrence, Kansas, standing 5'5" tall. Swung through that pitch for a strike. She's down in the count 0-2 to Hallie Still. Still again, a sophomore out of Mobile, Iowa, with an ERA of 2.86. Ball low and away. 1-2. Hallie Still was an honorable mention All-JL Conference selection this year. As pitcher, line drive right to 3rd. Two down. Now batting Maddie Moore. Maddie with 3 hits in the contest, a single, a double, and a triple. The single came in the 1st inning, the double came in the 5th, the triple came in the 2nd. Maddie has scored a couple runs today. The freshman out of Corsicana, Texas, standing 5'5" tall, batting .405. Let the first one go by for a ball. Maddie with a double back in the game earlier today against Murray State. Line drive right to the second baseman. Down go Lady Scotties. Highland goes in order for just the second time in the ball game. We go down to the bottom of the sixth. Johnson County 11, Highland 6. You're watching the Scotties Sports Network. Johnson County sent 11 players to the plate in the fifth inning and hung a big 7 spot on the scoreboard. Then due up Taylor Kirk, who is 2 for 3 with two-run homers. Both of them got out of here on their own accord. And now Kennedy Barron is going to come in and pitch down for Haley Donaldson. Kennedy, the winning pitcher in game number 1 this morning. 5'5" tall right-hander. Sophomore out of St. Joseph, Missouri with an ERA of 2.88, which ranks her number 5 in the region. Barron with her 22nd appearance of the year. She's got a 14-4 record. She's worked in 76 and 2/3 inning of work, 32 earned runs on 80 hits, 27 walks, 44 strikeouts. She's hit 4 batters. She's given up 4 homers and thrown 2 wild pitches in her sophomore season as a Highland Lady Scotty. And she's going to face Taylor Kirk, batting in the cleanup spot. Kirk moved up a notch from yesterday as she flipped with Courtney Nemachek now batting in number 5 spot. Pitch in there for a strike on the inside corner. Taylor Kirk with her 13th and 14th home run of the season. She came into the tournament number 3 in the region in homers with 12. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a big rip by Kirk. And she's now down the count 0-2. She was swinging for the fence again. Again, the outfield fences are 225 to dead center, 215 down the lines. And both of her home runs were well hit beyond the outfield fence that stands 8 feet tall. Pitch low and away. She got 1 home run off of Jalissa Ortega, got a 2nd homer off of Haley Donaldson. And Candy Barron trying not to give up a 3rd. Ground ball goes foul as that one was scalded down the left-hand side. Hidalgo at 3rd, never had a chance at that one if that one would have been fair. 1-2 the count to the batter here to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Kennedy Barron with a huge strikeout. Just the 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Make that 4th strikeout of the ball game for Johnson County. First for Kennedy Barron. That's Kennedy's 45th of the year. And Taylor Kirk's 17th. Now Nemachek steps in. Nemachek reached on an error, flied out to right, and hit a fielder's choice to the shortstop. Courtney is a 5'3" freshman of Olathe, Kansas, batting .413 in the number 5 hole today. Normally the cleanup batter. She's got 43 hits, 8 doubles, 1 triple, and 3 homers coming into the day. Hard hit ball to right. Sam Hill. Oh, that's Kiera Ross out there making the catch. Okay, that is number 5, Corey Corn in defensively for Highland. That I didn't catch. Corey making a nice catch out there in the right, replacing Sam Hill. And that'll bring up Lonnie Groves. Groves, 2 singles sandwiched around a fly out to center. She hit a single to left in the second, another single to left in the 5th, and fly out to left in the 3rd. Hard hit ball, dead center field. Back goes Maddie Moore making the stab and the catch. Great play out there by Moore, which would have definitely saved at least a double or a triple. So we go to the top of the 7th. Johnson County 3 outs away from Mississippi. We'll see what Highland can do. We'll be back in a second. You're watching the Scotties Sports Network. Due up for Highland here in the top of the 7th. Trailing 11-6. Will be Sydney Anderson, Aubrey Hernandez, and Kayla Ross. As Hallie still working her 2nd full inning of work. Shut Highland down in order in the 6th on 3 lineouts. Highland with 1 run in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, 3 in the 5th. Johnson County with 2 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, and a big spot on the board in the 5th of 7 for 11 runs. Johnson County with 11 runs on 9 hits, 1 error, according to the big scoreboard and right. 6 runs, 10 hits for Highland on 2 errors. Sydney Anderson, a double, a single, and a strikeout, swinging in 3 tries. Hard hit ball. That's got distance. That baby is gone as that hit the base of the retaining fence up on the hill beyond the ballpark, as that was a massive shot by Anderson. A leadoff solo homer. Her 12th round tripper of the year. And that ball went at least 245 feet as it landed against the base of the retaining fence, well up on the hill outside the outfield fence. Highland trails it by 4, 11-7. And Aubrey Hernandez, who has struck out, ground out, hit into a 2-3 double play last time up at the plate. Pitching there for a strike. The line drive. That is caught by the second baseman over to first for the out. There's 1 down. 4-3 on your put out as the ball hit the ground. Now it'll bring up Kayla Ross. Kayla with a single back in the 7th, or back in the 5th. She flied out to the left in the 3rd and then had a walk in the 1st. The walk was her 12th of the year. Her single was her 47th of the season. Ball down low. 1-0. The wind now blowing out stronger to left. The big flag down the right foul pole is out tight. Pitch low and away. Ball 2. Hallie Still giving up her 8th homer of the year, which leads the team. Still in relief of Megan Dieter, who left the ball game in the 4th inning. Pitch down low, 3-0. And now Johnson County is going to talk things over inside the circle. One out, top of the 7th. Johnson County leading Highland 11-7 here for the District D Championship. Should the Lady Cavaliers hold on, they'll go to Mississippi for the 3rd straight year. If Highland can afford to come back, we'll play another ball game. 1 out walk given up by Still. 2nd walk of the ball game for Kayla Ross. Highlands. 2nd walk of the ball game. That'll bring up Kiera Ross. Kiera singled to right last time up. She had 2 strikeouts looking, 1 in the 1st and 1 in the 3rd. Kayla Ross at first base, down by 4, is not going to go anywhere. Hard hit ball out to right center field. Center fielder will come over, make the catch for the out. Now there are 2 down. Highland down to their last out. Johnson County 1 out away from Mississippi. And Kennedy Barrett steps in to bat. Kennedy batting .476 on the year. A slugging percentage of .905. 6 walks, 6 strikeouts on the season for Kennedy. 20 RBIs on 6 home runs, 20 hits. Pitched low and away for ball 1. That pitch outside, 2-0. Highland with a runner on first. 1 run across over in the end on the leadoff solo homer by Sydney Anderson, her 12th of the season. That pitch misses inside at the knees. Ball 3. For Hallie Still, you do not want a 2-out walk in the top of the 7th against one of your arch rivals, Highland. Strike taken all the way. Count out goes to 3-1. Lady Cavaliers trying to go to the national tournament for the 2nd straight year. I believe it is their 3rd straight year. Strike on the inside corner. Highland down to their last strike. 3-2 to Kennedy Barron with 2 outs and a runner on. The runner at first does not mean a thing. The tying run is still in the dugout for Highland. And here's the 3-2. Fly ball, center field. Center fielder makes the catch. That's the ball game. Lady Cavaliers go to 33-5 on the year. Highland drops to 35-12 on the season. Johnson County becomes the District D champion. They will play in Clinton, Mississippi in about 10 days. Want to congratulate Highland on their nice year, finishing 3rd in the region. Again, 35-12 is nothing to sneeze at when you're a Highland Lady Scotty. Congratulations to the Lady Cavaliers of Johnson County. And we wish them the best of luck in the District D tournament, or the national tournament. Quick peek over yonder before we go off the air. Callie down Hutchinson in game number 1. Callie leading the Lady Blue Devils, or leading Blue Dragons, 4-0 in the top of 2 over in that other contest. So Callie making a bid to go to the national tournament. Again, we want to thank all of you for tuning in. We really do appreciate your following us over the Scotties Sports Network for all those years. And this again will be my final broadcast as an announcer for Highland Community College. I do appreciate all your nice comments and everything, but again, my body will just not allow me to do what I need to do. So we'll see you at Scotty Park next year. I'll be doing the PA. My wife Joanne will keep mowing the grass. For TJ Holland up above, Russ Carr saying good night, everybody.